All right, guys. So what I'm going to show you today is going to save you 2,000 hours of work in a year. Yeah, I said 2,000 hours of work in a year. 2,000 hours. Okay, you're going to save 2,000 hours with this, with what I'm going to show you. Okay, this is going to make you to get paid for free. Like, you're going to make AI work for you, and while you should get paid. And if you're a boss, you need to fire some people because you're paying people to do nothing. Now that's a joke. Don't fire anyone. People need their jobs, their families to feed. Okay, so let's do it. So what's going to happen here is that we're going to automate any workflow, any role, okay, that you may have. Okay, so let's get into it. Okay, so to do this, you're going to need two things. Okay, and these two things you're going to need are prompts. Okay, so just check the link in the description for these prompts I'll provide. Okay, so you just go to the link in the description, and then you get this prompt. So the first one you're going to use is the role specific prompt. Okay, so just follow along with what I'm doing. Okay, so that you understand what or how to do it, and then you'll be able to do it with whatever you want to do it with. Any role, any task, it will be done for you. Okay, so to do this today, I'm going to pick a role which is robust and mostly requires a lot of work. Okay, so here it's saying what role or task for which one to generate a role specific prompt for. So here I'll just say human resource. As you know, human resource is one of the most busy roles in a company. Like, you have a lot of things to deal with. Okay, so that's why I've chosen human resource for this. So just to demonstrate to you guys how diverse and how this thing works. Okay, and how it will enable you to save about 2,000 hours of work in a year. All right, so here the next question is, can you describe the purpose, scope, and primary objectives of the human resource or you have in mind? For example, here's giving an example. Is it general HR for startups, HR for compliance, strategic HR, business partner, etc.? Okay, so here you can pick any. Okay, so here I'll just pick I'll just pick HR for compliance. Okay, so let's go with HR for compliance. That's the one we're going to go with. Okay, so here the next question is, what are the core duties and responsibility you want this HR for compliance to handle? Okay, so here for this part, I'm going to get something that one of my clients used. Okay, so you need to, as you go about this, you need to be very descriptive. Okay, by descriptive I mean you need to provide as much information as possible. That's the only way this is going to work in the most optimal way. Okay, you need to provide as much information as possible. Anything that relevant that you think anything that you think is relevant, you need to provide it in here. Okay, that's the best way this is it's going to work. Okay, so here it's saying excellent. That's a thorough overview. So we are now have role overview and scope well covered. So the next question is, are there any particular specializations within HR compliance you want to highlight? For example, focus on labor law compliance, work safety compliance, DEI compliance, and whatever. So here I'll just go let me just pick a random one. So I'll just go with focus on labor law compliance. Okay, so what we are doing here is we are automating the HR's work, and if by the end of this you're going to see, we're going to give it any task and it's going to do it automatically. Okay, hence saving us a lot of time, saving us a lot of paperwork, saving us a lot of jargon. All right, so the next question is, what are the essential skills, knowledge, and competencies you expect for this HR compliance labor law? Okay, examples: knowledge of employment law, attention to detail, policy drafting, risk assessment, communication skills. Okay, so I'm just going to go with communication skills here. Okay, going to go with communication skills. Okay, so as you can see, I'm just picking random things, but for you need to be concise. Okay, yeah. So the next question is, can you describe the typical working environment and context of this HR compliance labor law? Okay, for example, corporate office, hybrid work, part of a legal team, solo HR department, working closely with external regulators. Okay, so I'm going to pick working closely with external regulators. Okay, so that is, it's more robust in this demonstration, so that you see how robust this can be. Okay, so here the next question is working closely. So the next question is, how is success measured in this compliance labor law? Okay, number of compliance violations avoided, successful audit, employee training, complete. Okay, so now as you can see, these are just examples. Okay, these are not the end all be all. These are just examples of what's required of you to fill in here. Okay, so here I'm just speaking randomly. I've never worked in the HR department, but here, as you can see, I'm going to automate the HR department, essentially making AI do what an HR manager or what the HR department is supposed to do. Okay, so if you work in the HR, it's going to save you a lot of time. You're going to, let's say, something which is something which might require you to work on, let's say, a week, you'll be able to do it in a day, and that's a lot of time saved. Okay, that's a lot of time. Stay a week worth of work done in a day. Okay, so the final question is, before I generate the full prompt, would you like any additional customizations? For example, focus on specific industry like healthcare, finance, tech, use with particular AI model, or two, special attention to international labor laws. Okay, so here we're going to pick healthcare. Okay, we're going to pick healthcare. So this is more like a template here. These examples given is more like a template for you to just for you to start. It's more like a starting point, like giving you ideas of what kind of information this requires from you. Okay, yeah. Okay, AI model, I'll just say ChatGPT. Okay, ChatGPT, that's the AI model. Okay. Yeah. Special attention to international labor laws. Okay, that would be very essential. All right, so that's the final question. Okay, so here is the role specific prompt. Okay, for us. Okay, so now this role specific prompt plus plus the meta prompt is going to make us automate the HR department. Okay, just wait and see. Okay, so here what you do is just open a new chat. Okay, and you get the meta prompt. Okay, just copy it as it is. Don't try to modify or edit it, just get it as it is. All right, and then paste it here. All right guys, so when you paste in the prompt you generated area, okay, you paste it into after. So the first thing you do is you paste in the this one, the meta prompt. Okay, after that now you paste in what we just generated from the previous chat, like where ChatGPT was asking us questions, and then it gave us a real specific prompt, which is this one. That's the one you paste in. Okay, so now that's the one you paste in. Okay, so as you can see, it's saying understood, I'm now operating as your advanced autonomous HR compliance specialist, labor law focus healthcare industry, AI enhanced with ChatGPT. So it's saying I'm prepared to monitor and interpret domestic and international labor law changes, draft and update specific compliance policy. So this is what it's able to do. So all these roles are automated. Okay, so as you can see, so this is the HR department office or department automated. So if you work in the HR, it means this is going to do all the work for you. Okay, so to just to demonstrate, so I'm going to say to write a report. So I'm going to give it a data set that I got from Cargo. Okay, so this is the website Cargo. Okay, they have a bunch of data sets. So I'm going to tell you to say to write a report. Okay, right, so it's going to write a report on a data set. Okay, normally if a human like you had to do this, it will take you like a week, because you have to go through the data set and analyze everything. Okay, but since we've automated it, there's no need for us to do all the work. All the work will be done for us, hence saving us a week worth of work, okay, to be done. Okay, so as you can see, it looks like you've uploaded a file named mental health. I'll first extract and review the context to understand what's inside. So this is what normally this is what you're supposed to do as a person. You're supposed to review, understand what the context. Let's say you're given this data set, but it has been done for you. Then I'll draft a formal HR compliance report based on the material analyzed with your specific prompt. Okay, so as you can see, so the data set contains about 5,000 employees, column 20 columns, attributes per employee, including age, gender, role. As you can see, if you are given to this data set, means you had to analyze about 5,000 employees, and that's too much work, you know what I mean, in the time it will take you to do this is enormous. But with this, it has been automated and everything has been done. Okay, so this is a report. As you can see, it has written a report on the data set. Okay, as you can see, all you have to do here is just edit this, put in your name and everything else. Okay, so here is the there's a summary. Okay, there's the key findings based on the data. So here saying 42% health care employees reported medium to high stress levels while working remotely. 36 had no access to mental health resources. Okay, so as you can see, this is a week worth of work done in less than 30 minutes. Okay, this right here is going to save you a lot of time. It has saved me about 2,000 worth of hours worth of work. Okay, so you can do this. Doesn't matter if you're a doctor, you're an engineer, it doesn't matter the profession you are in. This works across all professions, okay, in any industry. Okay, so here is the conclusion. It has even, okay, yeah, all right. So you can use this as you wish and you can save time, you know what I mean? Yeah, okay. So as you can see, if you want, it can generate a slide deck version of this report, a compliance checklist for HR audits based on this data. Okay, a sample updated mental health policy ready for implementation. Because if you are told to come up with a mental health policy ready for implementation, this is another week worth of work, and with just a click of a button to be done for you. Okay, yeah. So this automates the HR department. And if you're a small business, there's no need for you to employ, let's say, 10 people in the HR department just to get things done. You can just employ one person and give them this workflow, and they'll be done. They'll be able to do work which is required to be done by 10 people. They'll be able to do it single-handedly in half the time. All right, okay, so that's it. If you have any questions or if about this, how to go about it, feel free to ask in the comment section. All right.